Have you ever felt the need for personal space or wondered why some older folks prefer solitude over social gatherings? This intriguing exploration of Old Phi, Uncle Chu, and Miss Kim will shed light on the importance of respecting personal boundaries and understanding social cues, especially as we age. Join us as we delve into their stories, uncovering valuable lessons about maintaining harmony and peace in our relationships. These insightful tales might just change the way you view your interactions with others. Old Phi, who turned 50 this year, has embraced the joys of solitude. When he needs to stay at home, he does so. When he feels the urge to exercise, he goes out. Even when friends come to visit, they usually meet at a restaurant rather than at his home. A relative once remarked, "You used to be so warm and social. Why are you so indifferent now?" Old Phi explains that with age comes a shift in lifestyle preferences. Having witnessed much in life, he now values a quiet daily routine, enjoying tea, gardening or fishing alone, or relishing family moments. Over time, he has distanced himself from socializing, and his friendships are no longer as close as they once were. He believes that those who frequently come and go are often not true friends. Instead of engaging in hypocritical politeness, he finds solace in solitude. Many elderly people share this sentiment, finding comfort in their own rhythms and habits. As they age, they become less inclined to visit others' homes, feeling that things are less convenient and more troubling when they are away from their own space. Thus, they prefer to minimize such visits. The primary reasons are as follows. 1. Visiting as a form of disturbance. Have you ever thought you were welcome somewhere, only to realize later that you were not? It's an uncomfortable revelation. This story of Uncle Chu illustrates a hard-learned lesson about boundaries and social cues. His experience highlights the necessity of understanding and respecting others' personal space, even when intentions are good. Let's explore his story and uncover what it teaches us about the delicate balance between hospitality and intrusion. Each family has its own dynamics. In old age, individuals often cannot represent the entire family's sentiments. For instance, your friend might invite you over out of politeness or social obligation, but this does not mean their family is equally welcoming. They might even see your visit as a disturbance. Uncle Chu admits, "I am careless and never think much." Once, he encountered a high school classmate in his community, discovering that they lived nearby. Delighted, the classmate invited Uncle Chu over for a meal and drinks. Uncle Chu, who loves drinking but lacks drinking companions, was thrilled to have found a regular drinking buddy. On weekends, he would bring dishes to his classmate's house, but the classmate's wife always seemed uneasy. Uncle Chu ignored this, enjoyed his drinks, and left. This pattern continued until his friend eventually said, "Every weekend you come to drink. My wife and children feel their life is disturbed." Uncle Chu then realized that the initial invitation was just a polite gesture, not a genuine, open invitation. This story serves as a gentle reminder that social interactions can be more complex than they appear. Uncle Chu's joy at reconnecting with an old friend led him to misinterpret a polite gesture as a genuine invitation, causing discomfort for his friend's family. This highlights the importance of recognizing and respecting the unspoken boundaries in personal relationships. The core message here is to be considerate and perceptive. While reconnecting with friends and forming new connections is wonderful, we must always be mindful of how our actions affect others, particularly in their homes and private lives. Hospitality is often a polite formality rather than an open invitation, and it's crucial to look for cues and communicate openly to ensure everyone feels comfortable. In a broader sense, this story encourages empathy and awareness in our social interactions. By doing so, we can foster stronger, more respectful relationships, Uncle Chu's experience reminds us that it's not just about our intentions, but also about how they are perceived by others. So, let's strive to be more attentive and considerate, ensuring our presence is always welcome. 2. The consequences of frequent visits. Have you ever witnessed a simple comment spiraling into a significant misunderstanding, or seen how a few words can create a rift between close friends or family members? Miss Kim's story, an elderly lady who enjoys socializing with her neighbors, showcases how a casual remark can turn life upside down. This tale is a powerful reminder of the importance of being careful with our words and finding the right balance in our social interactions. Let's dive into Miss Kim's experience and uncover the valuable lessons it holds for us all. Miss Kim prefers staying home alone, watching dramas rather than visiting others. She had conflicts with her daughter-in-law due to frequent visits, leading to harsh scolding from her son. Enthusiastic and sociable, Miss Kim dances in the square with other ladies after retirement. On rainy days, they take turns visiting each other's homes to chat and eat. During one visit to Chia's home, someone started discussing relationships with daughters-in-law. Miss Kim casually mentioned her daughter-in-law's lack of initiative and how marrying an only child was a downside due to being spoiled. This remark, intended to be light-hearted, somehow reached her daughter-in-law, creating a belief that Miss Kim was very dissatisfied with her and thought she had married above her station. Living with her son and daughter-in-law, the situation became very awkward. Miss Kim wanted to explain, but her daughter-in-law remained cold, and her son scolded her for gossiping. Consequently, Miss Kim decided it was better to dance together, talk less about others, and go home without getting too close. Too many words might get twisted. Communication is crucial in our daily lives, but it can become a source of problems if not handled carefully. Miss Kim's story highlights the importance of being cautious with our words, especially when socializing frequently. Here are some reasons why this is important. Firstly, words can easily be misunderstood or misinterpreted. Frequent talking increases the chances of saying something that might be taken the wrong way. Miss Kim's casual comment about her daughter-in-law led to a major misunderstanding, causing tension and conflict in her family that could have been avoided with more thoughtful communication. Secondly, gossiping or speaking negatively about others can damage relationships. Trust and respect are foundational to strong relationships in many cultures, including American culture. When Miss Kim's comments were spread, it broke the trust between her and her daughter-in-law, creating a rift. This shows how negative talk can harm relationships, making it essential to think before speaking, especially about sensitive topics. Additionally, maintaining a balance in social interactions is important for personal peace. While socializing and having friends is good, boundaries are also crucial. Miss Kim realized that spending time alone watching dramas was better for her than getting too involved in neighborhood gossip, helping her avoid unnecessary drama and keep life simpler and more peaceful. Furthermore, speaking less about others and focusing on positive conversations can lead to a more harmonious community. Avoiding rumors and negative comments creates a supportive and positive environment, fostering good relationships and a sense of community. 3. Different economic conditions can cause psychological imbalance. In today's fast-paced world, the desire to live independently and limit unnecessary social interactions has become increasingly relevant. A significant factor behind this trend is the stark difference in economic status among families, even within the same community. When families with diverse economic backgrounds frequently interact, it can often lead to feelings of inferiority and jealousy. The wealthier family might inadvertently display their affluence, making the less affluent family feel uncomfortable. This comparison creates a psychological gap and adds a mental burden, disrupting peace of mind. Choosing to live independently can help avoid these unnecessary comparisons and the associated stress. Every family has a unique situation, and it is essential to focus on our lives rather than constantly comparing ourselves to others. This approach helps maintain inner peace and prevents the mental stress associated with envy and jealousy. In addition, modern life is exhausting, and people often find themselves too busy to engage in meaningful social interactions. Traditional celebrations, such as New Year greetings, have lost their charm, as many prefer to stay home, rest, and browse their phones. This shift indicates that life has become too demanding, leaving little room for genuine connections. Living independently also means valuing solitude, a concept many people misunderstand. Solitude does not equate to loneliness or having no friends. It means being comfortable with oneself and finding contentment in one's own company. As we age, this becomes even more important because people around us may gradually leave, and being able to cope with solitude helps us face future challenges. Moreover, avoiding frequent visits and social obligations reduces physical and mental stress, especially for the elderly. Hosting guests can be tiring and burdensome, leading to various troubles. Therefore, learning to be alone and enjoying one's company becomes a vital skill. Consider the story of Mrs. Lee, a retired school teacher who chose to live a quiet, independent life. Mrs. Lee had friends from various economic backgrounds, but she often felt out of place at gatherings where wealthier friends would talk about their luxurious vacations or expensive hobbies. These interactions made her feel inadequate, and she noticed a growing sense of discomfort whenever she attended such events. Mrs. Lee decided to focus on her passions, such as gardening and reading, finding peace and contentment in her solitude. She discovered that her well-being improved significantly when she stopped comparing herself to others and embraced her lifestyle. Moreover, today's exhausting lifestyle leaves little room for genuine connections. Many traditional social interactions, like holiday gatherings or community events, have lost their appeal as people prefer to stay home and engage in solitary activities. This change reflects the demanding nature of modern life, where rest and personal time have become more valued than social obligations. In summary, living independently and avoiding unnecessary social interactions is crucial for maintaining inner peace, avoiding comparisons, and finding true contentment in a demanding world. It is about focusing on what truly matters and embracing a lifestyle that brings tranquility and happiness. If these stories inspire you and motivate you to take action, please comment 9. If not, comment 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time. Through the stories of Old Phi, Uncle Chu, and Miss Kim, we learn the profound lessons of respecting personal boundaries, understanding social cues, and valuing solitude. As we navigate our social interactions, it is essential to be considerate, perceptive, and empathetic. By doing so, we can foster stronger, more respectful relationships and find true contentment in our own company. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We hope these stories have provided valuable insights and inspired you to reflect on your interactions with others. Until next time, take care and cherish the peace that comes from understanding and solitude.